Alright guys, jumping into a brand new tournament, this time for Tech Find. We are going against the Ronso Fangs. Perfect bracket for us. We are going against the Ronso Fangs. Kilkabis going against the Bhed Psyches. Yeah, let's jump in. Alright. Cool. And then we're gonna be, well, what are we gonna be doing here? See what techniques we can set and everything. It shouldn't be too bad. Also, I'm recording this a little bit differently, so I changed up the audio, so I hope it sounds okay. Fingers crossed and everything. No, normally I have the audio coming through the monitor so I can hear it and everything. But I adjusted the mic position and then I put it through the headset so there's no like audio in the room. So I'm hopeful it sounds good. Like I don't know, it might be too much, right? It might actually be too much for the game audio. It might be a little bit loud. All right, well, eager with the ball means we can just kind of swim around. I mean, the thing about this though, I mean, we've kind of talked about this previously, but we're able to just outswim the Ronso Fangs to a large degree, so it's not really a good time for them. Alright, so we have Blappa with the ball, so we're just gonna have Blappa kind of go for the shot here. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, and then Gosno with the ball is going to be pushing midfield, so I mean, good luck, right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We don't really expect too much from Gosno because, and we touched on this before, but our block actually surpasses 100 block in the midfield because our forwards are kind of like low-key, really good at blocking everything. So, like, we don't actually have to worry too much about any sort of negatives with them, which is obviously good, right? I mean, we definitely want that. We're going to pass to Blappa here and then have Blappa push forward. We already have 2 goals. The funny thing though is we're not going to be focused on experience gain as much. Like we're not going to just be like farming experience or anything like that because that's just not what we do at this point. We kind of play a different kind of game. But yeah, I mean it shouldn't be too bad. Adjusted the audios. It's so weird. I've used OBS now, so now like I can see the audio levels, so I can see if it's out of whack. Which with the HD PVR capture, it would never tell me. It was just like, you know, it was like preset levels with like no like indication of how high the audio was while it was actively being recorded. Yeah, let's pass to Blappa. I mean, we're definitely playing a little bit of favoritism right now with Blappa and everything, but I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. Fingers crossed and everything. So Zamzi is slept, but you know, we already have 2 goals, so I guess it's not the worst thing that could happen, right? So we're gonna have Gosno get tackled. He's going for the shot, but like, why? You know what I mean? Like that's just insane. And we're taking the tackle just to get Gosno a little bit further away from Blappa. Honestly, that was probably a foolish breakthrough. We probably could have passed over it. Well, actually, I don't know. Gosno does have pretty good block, so that might not have been the best idea. That might have been actually like the option to take. So we get really fortunate. We don't end up losing the ball there, although Nuvi Ronta does end up hitting us. And then Zamzi again able to block it. So Zamzi does become, I touched on this before, but Zamzi does become a really good goalie, or at least a decent one later on. So this might be a situation where it is harder to actually get goals and all that stuff as we kind of play through. That's actually not unheard of. not against the Ronso Fangs. I don't know. This is kind of different though, because I think this is the only journey where we've actually locked teams to their original teams, right? Like we haven't changed the teams or anything like that. So I mean, this is like the original journey for that. So it's kind of nice. You kind of get to see how every team develops and all that stuff. It would have been nice if we were able to do that beforehand, like with the previous journeys, but we just didn't have the setup to do it. Specifically, I was recording on the PS3 and not save editing, and now that I'm save editing, it's infinitely easier. So you're gonna see the tackle go through. We're having bad luck with tackle slip too, but we are retaining the ball, so we're not like losing out or anything. So it's kind of a weird, like it's fine, but it's also not awesome situation. Alright, well, Gosnaranza with the ball is going to be pushing right side. So, I mean, good luck to him. I mean, 6 seconds left, right? So there's really not a lot here to do. It kind of is what it is. So, you're going to have Blake Game tackle through, Bear tackle through, but there is 0 seconds left. And it is going to be 3-0 going into the second half. So, not too bad. So a little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. So we're just going to jump right back in. Like, there's no reason to... Oh, wait, no, there is actually a reason. We messed up. Didn't we get Wither Tackle 3 for Eager last time? This is kind of a new day of recording, so I totally forgot to equip that. But yeah, Wither Tackle 3 for Eager. Perfect. That's a lot better. Now we're going in. Alright, so we got Barrick with the ball. We're just going to pass right back to Judah. See what we can get done. Kind of push up here, if you will. Now I'm kind of recording off hours that I normally record, which is why I changed the audio up a little bit. And I'm hoping it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like technology is always the one thing that's always like the hindrance for me. Like, I think it's just because like this is gonna be such a bad reason. I think it's just I don't put as much effort into it as I should. I kind of just like, it's recording audio, it's recording video, it's, you know, at the quality I want, so like that's good, but probably could put a little bit more effort into it. I don't know. I think if it was a job, I probably would, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, if I was like, this is the career. But like, since it's just kind of like a passion project, it's a little bit different. Anyways, we do have our guy Ronso going for the shot. I mean, this is... I really didn't anticipate it. But I do think, in hindsight, that the thing that's really helping us is the block of our team. Like, it is consistently good, you know, right? Like, we don't actually have to block anything outright. But if everyone's at, like, 40 some odd block, it's really, really difficult for anyone to get past our players, right? Like, it's an actual, like, chore. Like, what do you do? Like, it's I don't know, it's awesome. I think I have renewed faith, if you will, in the undefeated series. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're undefeated. I don't see a lot of teams taking us on right now, and you know, I don't think we lose this. And it really kind of falls into place when you consider how the AI plays. Occasionally they do a smart thing, but it's never intentional because we know what they normally do. Like, you know, they'll push like a really fast forward, like Nettis, Dotto, Zazzy, Gira, whoever you want to name. but they'll push them all the way towards our goal, right? And then they'll backtrack to encounter all our players. And when it's like forwards and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter because like block is really low. But on the Bhed Psyches, that's not the case. The block is high. Well, decent to high, right? Like it's a good amount. So, you know, you consider like Nimrik's got over 60 catch. The block of our forwards hits like, you know, 40 or something. Like that already is like 100 of a stat to get through, right? Because block adds on to the catch, essentially, right? So yeah, like I don't know. I really think that we're in a phenomenal spot to, you know, to get it going. I don't know, and also like this does make me reconsider like some aspects of the perfect blitzball team. I think we hit a lot of these points already with like Knob Watto being there and everything, but there are some different builds I think I'd do, and I've kind of talked about this before, but the perfect blitzball team is really like fulfilling all like traditional roles of like, you know, you got 2 forwards, a midfielder, and some people that are good at defense, but really like you could just like keep 4 defenders and like someone who shoots the ball, and like that would be just as good. All right, well, we're gonna pass the ball to Eager here. I mean, we don't have a lot of time for really anything. Pass to Eager. I suppose we can go for the shot. I mean, this isn't even going to make it to the goal, but it is going to be 5-0 final score. So not too bad on our part. So a little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. No level ups, but you know, it's the experience gain that matters. Anyways, we 5-0 the Fangs and the Psyches 4-2 the Beasts. So that's good. Perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Until next time.